Now, the thing to do is to come down onto the floor, either sit, or you could stand, or you could even sit in a chair, anything so that you're comfortable. Now, why do we want that? Why are we so interested in you be comfortable? Do we want you to be return clients? That's for sure. But the real reason we do it is because we want to take the focus off of your body. Now, breathing is right. It's sort of like an estuary between the body and the mind. You have to breathe anyway. There's no way you can get around it and stay vital. But you only use it like a ladder, like a stepping stone. It's not the breathing that we're. It's something far less tangible, not palpable at all. Now, some people meditate with their eyes open. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to do a little imagining here. This is not meditation, but it's getting ready for it. Imagine that you could not see. What would you think of the world, of this universe that we think we understand incompletely, but fairly clearly? What would the world be like for you if you could not see? There are fish that live in caverns, watery caverns, and they have lost their organs of sight. They don't have any eyes at all because it wouldn't do them any good in that blackness. I wonder what they think of the world. But here's my real point. If you didn't have eyes, the world would be very different. Well, how many other senses do we lack? Maybe we could sense radio signals. Maybe we could sense infrared. Maybe we could sense a lot of that humidity in a more precise way. Who knows what? But we only have the senses we have. With your eyes closed, I want you to extrapolate. I want you to project. Just as without vision you could see far less, with other senses, we would be able to perceive far more. So I want you to pull away from your senses, all of them, because what we get with them is a very incomplete picture, a picture that in the course of evolution has allowed us to survive to this date. But that picture is just biased towards us. It's not what's really going on. It really isn't. They say that 80% of the matter in the universe is dark matter, for which we can neither perceive nor calculate. We have no idea what it is. That's how inadequate our physics is based on our five senses. So make yourself free of those senses if you can. I'm going to try to give you some time where you can be very quiet. And then, the sixth sense, your mind will start to be active and occupy all your thoughts. Look and all of your attention, which is where I'm really going. Don't let it happen. Instead, look at yourself as though you were in the third person singular. She sees, he's thinking. Look at yourself as though you were the object of observation, not the subject of some visiting thought. Don't let the thought get you and make you start thinking the next thought along that sequence, because that's humdrum, and we want to go beyond that. It's not easy to do, but I really recommend it. This is the royal road to really meditating, to a spiritual realization. So I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. In a moment, you should close your ears, but in the meantime, don't pay attention to the sensations of your body. If you're hungry, don't look there. If you're thirsty, avoid it. If you're antsy, quiet. Make yourself quiet. In a way, the body is your sense organ. And now you want to abandon it, just for now. So your mind and you can do what you like. Now, the Hindus say that your mind is just another organ, like smell and taste and touch. It's just another means of perception. True or false, I want you to consider your mind not as you. You are not your mind, but your mind can certainly bedazzle you and befuddle you and take all of your attention. Don't let it do that. I want to say to you, don't be a ship captain. Don't be a waiter. Um, don't be a golfer. Don't be a parent. Just plain be. See what that's like. The Tao Te Ching says, I am as the unhewn block. In other words, nothing is modifying your consciousness. It's not easy, and you probably can't do it for long, but I want you to give it a try and start right now. But when I look at you, it seems to me some of you are, it looks to me like you're there, like you've achieved the kind of state that I'm hoping you did get to, and others not. So the thing to do, if you're not there, if you're there, forget what I'm saying. Just if you could close your ears, you should do it. Those who aren't there, think back, what thoughts did I have? And how did they sort of disturb me? How did they keep me from enjoying, complete peace, like a lake where you could see the moon just as clearly as you could see it if you looked up? A perfect reflection. Why? Because there's nothing moving. What happens when nothing is moving is that things grow, things consolidate, they understand each other. In a sense, you get a better feeling for who you are. To me, I think that's the first part of getting where meditation takes you. So think back and then go back to lying down and say, well, if I have those thoughts, I'll know that they're just taking me where I don't want to go. And it's possible you can generalize that to other thoughts. What are all these thoughts doing to me? Not what you want. They're distracting you. There's a time for them, but this is not it. I want you to get still. I want you to get astoundingly still, like you've never been. They talk about the sound of one hand clapping. How about a sky, a moon from which the sky has fallen away? And then let the moon fall away too. So what's there is nothing. Focus on nothing. Okay, it's a little early. We actually did everything early. I'm going to quit. If you're in that state, stay there. It probably won't last, but it could last 10, 15 minutes. And then you can regain it. So I'll see you next week. Bye.